The average guy on Tinder gets less matches in a week than a woman gets in a single hour on Tinder. And instead of anybody actually fixing that math problem, guys just download a second app, then a third one, then they wonder why nothing is working. Today I'm going to show you why that's happening, and more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to walk up to a stranger in real life and not get arrested doing it. Just for simplification, I'm breaking this into two parts, the why and the how. The why is very short, I promise. Then we get into the actual step by step, because that's what you're really here for. Why? There's this phobia, and I mean an actual real in your bones phobia that basically every guy has to some degree. Walking up to a girl he doesn't know and just talking to her. Just you, a stranger, and the very real chance that she says no. That's cold approaching, and somewhere along the way, we all got taught to be terrified of it. Here's why. Dating apps. Dating apps did not exist in the 70s, 80s, or the 90s, so cold approaching was far more common. Dating apps didn't invent this fear, but they sure as hell made it worse. Here's why. Because of the existence of dating apps, cold approaching naturally decreased over generations, and there is less of an actual need to want or approach women, and more of a convenient need to simply match with or talk to women on a digital app. To summarize, the creation of dating apps slowly phased out cold approaching because it was simpler, faster, easier, and more convenient to use an app instead. Now for the bingo analogy. Everyone's grandma has played this game. You've got a card full of numbers. Some guy pulls out balls out of a machine at random, and you sit there hoping your numbers get called. You don't control anything. You just sit there and you blot whatever gets pulled on your card. Now let's compare this analogy to dating apps. You've got a profile full of your best pictures, an algorithm pulls potential matches out at random, and you sit there hoping the right ones get shown to you. That's Tinder, that's Hinge, that's basically every app out there right now. You've been playing bingo this whole time, and you've been calling it dating. I'm not going to sit here and rant for 20 minutes about how apps ruin your self-esteem or turn dating into a subscription tier. This one is about the actual alternative, how you build a real dating life by walking up to people in person. So let's actually get into it. The rules nobody explains properly. First thing, and I cannot stress this enough, there is a massive difference between charming stranger who made her whole day better and creepy weirdo who ends up on a Facebook warning post. Most guys who fail at this aren't failing because the cold approach doesn't work. They're failing because they're breaking one of four rules and they don't even realize it. Rule number one, dress for where you actually are. You would never wear a tuxedo to a backyard barbecue, obviously, and this cuts both ways. Overdressing kills it just as fast as looking like you rolled straight out of bed. However, at the same time, overdressing is just as bad as underdressing. Dress for where you actually are. Let's use Aiden here. Aiden wants the cold approach, so naturally he throws on a full bespoke Armani suit with a Frank Mueller watch that costs more than most people's cars, and out of all places he walks into his local public library and tries talking to a couple of girls there. They shut him down instantly, and they walk away. Here's what actually happened though. They didn't reject the suit, they rejected the context. Nobody, and I mean nobody in the world, wears 20 grand of clothing to a library unless something is seriously off about that guy. That's not, he looked too good. That's, why is Aiden dressed like he's about to propose in the middle of a Kanye concert? Now, let's flip it completely. Same Aiden. 11 p.m. He's running into a gas station for food. He hasn't showered today. His hair is a disaster. And he's wearing whatever bullshit. A cute alt girl walks into the gas station with him. He tries to chat her up. Shot down again, and it's not because he's creepy. It looks like he's fucking homeless. And that just reads as a red flag no matter what his actual intentions are. The real target here is boring on purpose. Same gas station run, but now it's just teen shirt and pants. Nothing flashy, but he doesn't look like he's homeless either. She walks in this time, and she doesn't flinch at all. That's the whole bar, guys. That's literally the whole bar. Clean and appropriate. Dress for where you actually are. Body language. Read the signal. Do not force it. This is the one rule that separates kinda awkward from actually dangerous, so listen closely here. Aiden's dressed right this time. He's on a walk in a park, and there's another girl in the park, and this girl passes the other direction. They smile, they wave at each other, and they keep walking. Aiden decides that's a green light, so he runs after her and grabs her arm. She is terrified, and rightly so. Here's why. A smile and a wave from a total stranger is just a polite little social reflex. It is not consent to be physically stopped in your tracks. She already made her decision the second she kept walking past them. Okay? Chasing someone down and grabbing them isn't an awkward approach. That's the exact behavior that makes women scared of strangers to approach them in the first place. And honestly, it's a big part of the reason why cold approaching has such a bad name in the modern world. If you take one single thing from this video, take this. If she walks past you, if she ignores you, whatever, a missed window is just a missed window. You just let it go and you find the next one. You do not ever close that gap by force. Rule number 3, no tension. Stay casual. Your nerves are the real threat here. Aiden's got rules 1 and 2 locked in now, but this time the girl he's talking to is extremely attractive and way outside his usual range. And his nerves take over completely. He's stuttering, he's visibly panicked, he's nervous, and it's contagious. She's not put off by him specifically, she's reacting to the tension that he's radiating. That stuff is contagious. If you're stiff and shaking, there is no way for her to relax into the conversation either because you haven't given her permission to. Casual doesn't mean smooth. It doesn't mean you've got clever lines loaded up and ready to fire. It means you're treating this like an actual conversation. Have a real reason and keep it short. Aiden's nailed the first 3 rules here now. He's coherent, he's casual, he's confident, he's dressed right, he's waited for a real opening, and he's actually relaxed. Then he walks up and says nothing. He just stands there smiling, waiting for her to ask why he's even there. She's not intrigued by the mystery guy, she's just confused, and now it's just awkward for everybody. Simple over complex. The fix is almost insultingly simple. Give her one real specific reason you stopped. Hey, sorry to interrupt. I just thought your earrings were really cool. Wanted to say hi. That is the entire formula. Just an honest one sentence reason. Specific is what makes it actually land. You're pretty could be said to literally any woman on planet Earth. He's coherent, he's confident, he's casual, and he actually thought of what he wanted to say. 2 ways guys blow this one, turning one sentence into a nervous 3-paragraph ramble, or apologizing so many times it sounds like you think you need her permission just to exist near her. Both of these kill the casual energy you just built in the last rule. 4 rules. That's genuinely it. Read the setting, respect the signal, stay relaxed, and have a real reason. Everything else from here is just execution. Okay, the theory is done. This is the part you actually clicked for, so let's actually get into the mechanics. Scan before you move. Give it 5 seconds before you even think about walking over. Is she alone? Is she with people? Does she have headphones in? Does she look rushed? Is she on the phone? None of this means never approach, but it changes how you do it. Headphones in a fast walk is her telling you without saying a single word that she is not available for a conversation right now. That's not rejection, that's just information. Use it. Good signs to actually look for: eye contact that holds for a beat longer than normal, someone who looks relaxed and unhurried, someone glancing over more than once. The walk up. Normal pace, not so fast you startle her, not so slow it looks like you're circling the room trying to work up the nerve for 10 minutes. Come from the front or the side where she can see you coming, never from behind. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are, if you come up from somebody behind them, it reads as you are sneaking up on someone. The opener. This is rule 4 in action. Deliver your one sentence, then stop talking. This is where most guys blow the entire thing. They keep filling the sentence because they're nervous. They keep rambling on random shit from their mouth, just spewing. Just stop, okay? Just stop. Let her respond. She engages. You're in a conversation now. She gives you a flat answer and looks away. That's your cue to exit cleanly. That's rule 2. Not a personal failure on your part. Now what you gotta do is you gotta read the next 30 seconds. This window tells you basically everything you need to know. This is the most important part. Is she asking you anything? Is her body actually facing you? Or angled away like she's ready to leave? Both good signs present. Keep going. There's no need to rush toward the number yet. Neither present, wrap it up and walk. No hard feelings whatsoever. One present, One not, proceed, but keep reading as it goes. Asking for contact. Don't build this up into some big dramatic movie moment. Oh, can I please have your number? Once it's flowed naturally for a couple minutes and it genuinely feels mutual and natural, just ask directly, hey, I've got to run, but I'd like to keep talking. Do you think I can get your number? Being direct beats being cute every single time, guaranteed. She says yes, confirm it back to her, and go about your day without lingering around awkwardly. She says no, or she hedges, thank her, and walk away. Do not ask why. Handling a no. This matters more than most guys think because how you handle rejection says more about you than the approach itself ever will. No worries. Have a good one. And actually, walking away or exiting cleanly literally costs you nothing and it keeps your confidence and your reputation fully intact. Arguing, asking, why not? Why can't you give your number? Please, can I get your number? Lingering after she's already said no. That's exactly how a normal rejection turns into the behavior Rule 2 warned you about. That's the whole system, guys. Read the room, respect the signal, stay loose, give a real reason, and know how to walk away clean, whether it works out or not. Everything else, the confidence, the charisma, whatever you want to call it, that only comes from actually doing this enough times that it stops being a big deal in your head. If you guys think this content is high value or helps you in some kind of way, just know there is higher quality content that doesn't make it to YouTube, but that is going to be on a separate platform. If you want to leave a comment, I'll respond to it. Leave any kind of personal information you want to describe down below, whether you're having trouble with a girl, and maybe some red flags in your girlfriend you didn't notice before, something like that. I'll respond. Anyways, have a great day. Goodbye.